Hello everybody, I'm just making a video about the direction of the Republican Party. Now this is what I believe is going to happen, considering that the Republicans had their asses handed to them in the 2012 election. Every single Republican I've ever talked to believed, well, with the entire fiber of their being, that Romney was going to win. He lost by 3 points, which, compared to the closest of the election that everyone was predicting, is a complete and utter landslide loss. And the fact that every single one of these Republicans that were yammering on about legitimate rape, they all lost by a mile. And two Republicans that were easily favored to win, Montana and North Dakota, everyone thought they were going to win. They were very much popular congressmen there. Both lost in complete upsets. So it's obvious that the Republican Party got their asses handed to them on a silver platter, I might add. So they're just scrambling right now to find a new direction for the party. And to be honest, I don't believe that they have any chance of reclaiming the power that they once had, or gaining first place in a presidential election ever again. Because even though they're trying to reinvent themselves now, I think it's too little too late. Because we all know the Republican Party is for a certain thing, and if they're not for this certain thing anymore, not only do they lose it, not only do they not expand, but they lose the people that they had before. I just don't see a reinvention of the party to be working. So what do I predict is going to happen afterwards? After the pro-lifers all kind of die off, because a lot of them are old people, and a lot of these social conservatives who are basically Republican Party's only base nowadays, after they all die off, I think the libertarians will take over. Now, please dispute me on this, but a lot of people support libertarian policies a hell of a lot more than Republican policies. Just look at the army that Ron Paul built. I mean, it's an army based on lies, because Ron Paul is really not that different from any other type of Republican, but all the libertarians seem to love this guy, because he had a few things that were different from the norm of complete and utter fascism by the Republicans. That empire may very well bleed into the Libertarian Party now that Ron Paul is essentially, his career is essentially dead now. He's not going to be a candidate anymore. So Gary Johnson might actually have a significant amount of the vote in 2016. That's what I predict is going to happen. And please dispute me on this. I'd love to have a discussion. This is why I make YouTube videos in the first place. So that's what I feel is going to happen. The Republicans are going to not succeed at reinventing themselves, because what are they going to do? Become pro-choice like Democrats? That's not going to separate themselves from the Democrats at all. Being pro-life is certainly not going to do them any favors, because that's not the position that most people even support anymore. Being anti-gay marriage is not going to do them any favors, because most of the country supports it, including myself. I'm also pro-choice. But being pro-gay marriage is, again, not going to establish a separate identity from the Democrats. They have very little room to improve, and I don't think that little that they can do is enough. It'll probably just be too little too late. That's just what I believe. This is Afro Genius 666. Peace.